WWE has dropped a new announcement, relatively huge, and could be a huge difference maker moving forward. Plus, TNA signings, new re-signed contracts, and is Cody Rhodes out? Is he injured? Is he hurt? What's going on? We're going to talk about it right here on the Ango Show. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with Cody Rhodes. We got to talk about it because Cody Rhodes could very well be hurt, and it is believed that maybe he was injured at the hands of Travis Scott at WWE Elimination Chamber. Now, obviously, this is coming from Dave Meltzer, and just like anything I ever talk about on this channel, I usually tell you guys take things with a grain of salt. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they're, trying to sell this. Who knows? But Brian Alvarez says that they got a lot to talk about, and one of the big things was Cody got hurt. It's so weird. I don't know if this is them making assumptions. I don't know if WWE sources said anything, but Dave Meltzer says he heard that Cody Rhodes had a busted eardrum and a black eye. Now, this is Cody Rhodes. This is the guy who got a torn pec and worked Hell in a Cell, right? So I don't think this is going to be anything that we need to be alarmed about. I don't think this is going to be a situation in which maybe Cody Rhodes has to be off of TV, but obviously you never just simply know in a situation like this. I think it is a very weird situation. I think WWE might want you to know that Travis Scott hurt Cody Rhodes. I think that would obviously play into the heel characteristics of Travis Scott, John Cena, and The Rock. Now, with that being said, I think any person could look at what we saw with Travis Scott punching and slapping Cody Rhodes. That shit looked like it actually hurt. So there is a very good possibility that this is true. But obviously, Cody Rhodes has been made to be the biggest babyface here, and you don't want to see any injuries to anybody on WWE programming. But obviously, in general, when we get closer and closer to WrestleMania, you don't want to see anybody get hurt at all. And I think that's really the big thing here that we need to just make sure everybody realizes. I've seen some weird stuff on social media lately where wrestling fans are being so tribalistic that they are wishing injury upon wrestlers from another company. And that is just such a shitty thing to do. And obviously, that is something I will never support. So obviously, when somebody gets hurt, you just want to see them get healthy and get back on TV. My assumption is that this will not keep Cody Rhodes off of TV, but you simply just never know. We are on the road to WrestleMania. It is important that WWE continues to have a great build here while everybody remains healthy. And obviously, Travis Scott, man, you got to get a little bit better at those punches because that shit was crazy. All right, guys, TNA had lost a lot of stars, but now there are some stars being re-signed. They have announced alongside PWInsider.com that Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards have re-signed with the company. Now, as somebody who has been covering TNA literally since like 2010, I have covered TNA for such a long time, right? And I think when you look at this company and you see, Speedball Mike Bailey leaving, you see Josh Alexander leaving, you see Jordan Grace leaving, you see people leaving. It's really important that this company retains their talent. And the thing that a lot of people don't really give credit to is Eddie Edwards. This guy went from being a tag team wrestler with Davey Richards to eventually becoming a world champion with TNA. This guy is a true workhorse. He has done an exceptional job of basically transitioning through his career from a tag team guy to a legitimate singles competitor to a modern version of the hardcore legend. He has done some really, really good stuff on TNA programming. And I'm actually a really big fan of the system and this faction. And I think he's a great part of it with Brian Myers and obviously JDC and Moose and Alicia. So for me, I think this is a great thing that TNA has re-signed him. If they ever want him to break free from the system, if they ever want him to do singles stuff, maybe in the mid-card as well, there's a lot of opportunities there. Just really good job by TNA re-signing Eddie and Alicia. Now, I also want to give some props to Alicia because Alicia may not be the greatest in-ring worker, but Alicia is one of those people who, when she goes out there and she gets involved in a match or when she's doing stuff with the system, she goes and adds value to the group. And one thing that I don't think she gets a lot of credit for is her ability to take bumps and take some nasty and crazy bumps while at it. So, to me personally, I think this is awesome. I love to see when TNA re-signs talent. I think retaining talent is such a big deal. And I think a lot of times the IWC just goes after TNA because they don't see them retaining talent. And I think they need to be given credit when they do. It's not like Eddie Edwards and Alicia are going to take TNA to brand new heights, but it's a collective effort from this entire roster. So those who are loyal to the company and those who stay in the company and those who flourish under the company, those are the people you want to retain. It sucks when you lose Jordan. It sucks when you lose Josh. It sucks when you lose Speedball. But you get Mustafa Ali, then you get Eddie Edwards, and you're re-signing these people. It's a good thing. Their programming has been really good. I'm glad to see that this has been done. And that brings us to WWE's huge announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that excites me because obviously I'm in this game, right? So to me, I think this is really huge to see that WWE is doing a couple things here. Now, first and foremost, there's two announcements we're going to be revealing. WWE and Fanatics team up to launch new podcasts. Now, obviously, this is a big deal. WWE is going to have new podcasts. We know that Stephanie McMahon is going to be doing a podcast at some point. Sam Roberts and Megan Morant are going to be doing the Raw recap show. Basically, WWE and Fanatics are going to be doing a new series of podcasts. Wrestlers will have them, analysis, whatever it may be. They're going to be released after WWE's premium live events. There's going to be special episodes, stuff like that. I think that's really cool because I'm a podcaster. I think it's really cool to see WWE getting involved in that business, largely due to the fact that, well, content is everywhere, man. You got to be everywhere. So WWE obviously recognizes that. A second huge announcement. WWE star Natalya will compete at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport on April 17th. This is huge, obviously. Natty is going to GCW. She's going to be doing Bloodsport. She isn't doing much on WWE programming. She's an incredible talent. It's awesome. She's going to do really, really cool stuff in the Bloodsport arena. I look forward to this. Bloodsport is one of my favorite things during WrestleMania weekend. So obviously for me personally, I just think this is cool. WWE allowing a main roster star to work GCW is awesome. Again, just really cool stuff, right? Like this is just the cool stuff that you want to see. There's probably going to be AEW people on there. There might be some TNA people on there. It's a great, great thing for professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down below.